According to an article by Block Club Chicago in March 2023, a law ending cash bail throughout Illinois is going to the state's Supreme Court. Originally, the state was going to eliminate cash bail at the start of 2023, but there was a delay. Why? Various prosecutors and sheriffs in Illinois mentioned the legal challenges. Those in favor of bringing an end to cash bail insist their position is justified. The crux of their argument is that cash bail policies are discriminatory. People at or below the poverty line don't have the resources to pay. What is the SAFE-T Act? During the November 2022 elections, the SAFE-T Act was a point of contention on social media and elsewhere. SAFE-T is an acronym for safety, accountability, fairness and equity. Today, the governor of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker, signed it into law the preceding year, according to Capital News Illinois. A Democrat, Rep. Kim Buckner, said the SAFE-T Act was a step in a good direction to him. It was the first stab at addressing bad blood between minority communities and law enforcement and public safety in general. Buckner said, "There is no such thing as perfect legislation. I think all legislation can be perfected if it's handled the right way." Capital News Illinois said Illinois Republicans took issue. Some of them blasted the act as a de facto defund the police bill due to its added training and equipment requirements and purported effect on officer morale, even though it doesn't directly affect law enforcement funding. Original reporting: Illinois is passing a law that some would say will make history. It's looking to be the first state in the United States to abolish cash bail, and the consequences of passing such a law have many believing the state could mirror the horror movie The Purge. In the film, citizens were given 24 hours to commit all the crimes they wanted. Non-detainable offenses. There are 12 non-detainable offenses where the new law would end cash bail. The law includes second-degree murder, arson, drug-induced homicide, robbery, kidnapping, aggravated battery, burglary, intimidation, aggravated driving under the influence, fleeing and eluding, drug offenses, and threatening a public official. I am very concerned about an increase in violent crime, but again, I do want to stress there is still time to fix it, and the state's attorneys are working very hard, as we have been for the last year and a half, to fix this law. It is very fixable, where we can still eliminate cash bail, but make sure the right people are in custody and everybody else who's not a danger gets out, said State's Attorney Robert Berlin. The SAFE-T Act would allow criminals a pretrial release for the crimes listed above, and if prosecutors fail to show clear and convincing evidence that the alleged could be a threat to a specific individual. Unfortunately, the consequences of the SAFE-T Act make an impact on how fast arrested criminals must be dealt with, because prosecutors would only have 48 hours to decide whether the alleged criminal should be released. Investigators believe that 48 hours isn't enough time to collect valuable evidence from surveillance cameras, laboratory work, and forensic research. Reason for SAFE-T Act: as controversial as this law could be, let us look at how this came about. For many years in the United States, many have called to abolish the cash bail system. 3 out of 5 people that are in jail have not been convicted of any crimes. That's about 500,000 people wasting away in jail cells before there's even a trial because of the lack of actually investigating and research. The Center for American Progress believes the cash bail system in most jurisdictions across the US are criminalizing poverty. Most in detention can't afford the bail and spend weeks to even months awaiting trial. This system mostly affects communities of color, who already have the odds stacked against them across the country. Hence, studies show that pretrial detention can actually increase a person's likelihood of rearrest upon release, perpetuating an endless cycle of arrest and incarceration, stated the institute.